first question to you is, what was your inspiration for wanting to join Afghanistan?
Um, the coaches were cool, and then like Colton Hartford, I played with him throughout, and he's pretty good, like athlete, and he was fun to play with, so it'd be cool to go there.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so what drove you to be successful? Just in school in general.
I feel like I still have a bit to go, but just through like sports, I feel it helps a lot because it helps like work ethic and everything with that. I think just going through sports and having teammates and like going through hardships with people, I think that's what did it.
Okay. Yeah, very interesting though. I gotta say, none the least, you're really on this. What was your motivation to keep moving forward even when times were tough? If you can respond to that?
Yeah. I would say like knowing like my brother like played sports and he had like injuries and he went through it and kept playing even when he was hurt. So I feel that's like a motivation to keep going because I never had an injury that was like super bad like that. So
Yeah, definitely interesting. Okay. So what can you improve on as a person? Just in general, what can you improve on?
I feel like you can always kind of like work harder and push yourself more. So I feel like I do that more. But I would say just going through like sports, it's always better to do more than less. So keep doing more.
Yeah, okay. So what are your visions for the future? Do you know what that is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go into business and then pre-law and then hoping to go into law school through Augustana. And that's one of the reasons I chose Augustana. It's because
Nice.
the school there is pretty good. So
Already. So did you play any sports when you were younger? Ugh.
yeah, when I was younger, I played like soccer, baseball, basketball, and football. So I just played about everything I could. And I think it was pretty fun playing all those sports and seeing what I liked. So
Nice. Okay. So what was stressful about getting into college? Just in general.
uh it was pretty stressful going through everything, like making sure your grades were good, going through, seeing what school you like, seeing the campus. It was like a lot of things that went into it, but like once I got it done, it felt good to like be done with it and know what I'm gonna do.
Dang. So were the coaches like nice to you about it, or did they kind of have to be a little bit tough on you when it comes down to it?
Yeah, well the that was something like a lot of the coaches at other schools, they want you to push you to like sign earlier because they just want it to, I don't know, they want to get you as early as possible kind of in that. So some of the coaches were nice, but like other schools, like some of them weren't. I would say Augustana was probably the best coaches I've been around. So
Yeah. Okay. So what separated you from your competitors in getting into college? Do you know what I'm talking about when it comes down to that? Because I know a lot of some people don't, but I want to make sure
what
about
was
that.
what was that question again?
Wait, what?
What was that question again? I
Okay,
couldn't really hear
so
you there.
what separated you from your competitors when getting into college?
Um, I feel for like Augustana, it was more of like they looked at the person. So a lot of the people that go there, they have to get like they talk to you about your character. And what they did was they went to Stevens High School and they asked a teacher, a student, and the like janitor on if he's a good kid. And if they get a no, then they don't sign that kid. So I feel
Yeah,
with like Augustana, they go like a little more in depth than other schools because a lot of schools like I got offers from people I've never met or talked to before. But I feel Augustana was really good with like getting to know the kid and who they want as like a person too.
yeah, okay. So what do you think you'll be doing in 10 years? Do you know?
Um, yeah, hopefully I do something with law, but if I go to school and I want to do something else and I go into that, I'll be fine doing something else. But like hopefully I go into law. That's what I'm hoping to do.
Yeah, okay. So also kind of going off that question, because I know you're studying business.
Yeah.
So have you ever considered running for public office maybe in the future or something along those lines?
Um, I don't know.
Like for
I
becoming a
could,
politician
but
maybe?
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd definitely be cool to do. But right now I'm looking at like going into law, but that would be cool. But I don't know if I'm cut out to be a
Yeah, because
politician.
I see you're an excellent speaker. So, I mean, I can definitely see you doing that already.
Yeah, it would
So,
be cool.
what was your biggest moment in football? You know what that is? I mean, you obviously know what it is, but I want to know what it is.
Yeah, biggest moment in football, I would say it's either beating Central this year, that was cool, or probably for me it was my sophomore year. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
so a junior got hurt the day before the homecoming game. So I found out I was gonna play like 10 minutes before the homecoming game, and we ended up beating Washington in triple overtime. So that was pretty cool because we weren't even supposed to play with them that game, and we came out and won it at homecoming. So that was sweet.
Yeah, I honestly have high hopes for you. So, what was your what was it like signing for college? Was it like stressful to you at first? Were you really excited? What was your general feelings about that?
Yeah, it was kind of mixed emotions signing. Like I was really stressed out going into it. And then even like when you sign, you have like the questions of like, did I make the right choice and things like that. But I was pretty excited knowing that I was going to go to Augustana, and I knew a couple kids that were going there. It's a pretty good program, so I think I made the right decision going to Augustana.
Good job or good for you, man. I really am proud of you. So,
Yeah, thank you.
who played an important role in your life, whether it be a parent or friend or someone who really cares about you?
Um, I would say like just like my dad, like helping me go through sports and like being with me through everything, and like my brother too, because he was always really good too, and he kind of pushed me to be like as good as him or try to be. So I'd
Yeah,
feel
take
those
those
three
moments when you
people.
can, man. Already.
Yeah.
So what was your childhood like, just like in general?
A lot of sports. I feel like
Sports, yeah.
once I got done with
You're definitely
something,
one of
I
those
just,
bulky guys, so I can definitely see that already. What was your
yeah,
proudest achievement outside of sports?
huh. Proudest achievement outside sports, probably I would say getting confirmed. That was pretty cool because it took me a while and I had to speak in front of like the church because they had to pick like faith statements to speak. So I had to speak in front of the church. So it was pretty cool doing all that, and I got to do it with all my friends.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay. So, are you excited about getting into the world and getting to be independent?
Yeah, it's cool, and it's definitely something like everybody says they want, but it'll be different when I like am out there by myself. But it should be fun going out there. It's a little
Yeah,
nerve
it's
wracking.
definitely an experience which, just take these moments as you can.
Yeah,
It's definitely something you're gonna definitely remember down 50 years down the line, but
yeah, should be
okay.
cool.
So, what was a turning point in your life, or what
Um,
is something that okay. Is there a
yeah.
routine to start your day? Sorry, that was kind of a weird question.
So routine to start my day.
Yep.
I kind of just go about it, but I try to make sure I do certain things every day. Like I try to make sure I work out every day and like keep my weight for Augustana because I have to come in. But like doing stuff like that, and then making sure you have time for like yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was the weirdest moment you've experienced in football? Which I know there's probably a lot, but I just want the basic information.
Yeah. So when I would say I was like 10 or 11, we were playing spearfish, and I tackled somebody and their elbow got stuck in my face mask. It was like this huge deal, and then it was like everyone was freaking out, and the kid ripped his elbow out and like dislocated. And I thought that was a little odd. Never seen that before. So that was probably the weirdest thing I've ever had in
Yeah.
football.
Okay. So, how did you gain your self-confidence? I personally am still working on mine, but I just want to know what was your personal experience about gaining self-confidence?
Um, yeah, I'm still trying to work on mine as well, but like I would
Yeah.
say for me, being okay like with yourself, like not knowing, like not really like you care what people think, but like I watched this thing on like Third for 30, and it was Christian Leitner, and he said the only thing he cared about was like his friends or family, like what they have to say about him, and not like other people. So I would say just having like close group and hearing from them and being okay with like who you are and understanding that. So I'd say that.
Yeah, okay. So do you believe it's important to live your life to the fullest and experience every moment as you can?
Yeah, I would say we're only here for like so long, so you gotta live it out and do like the best of what you got and see what you can do. So I think that's huge to live life to the fullest.
Yep. Okay. So what do you believe your legacy will be in 20 years?
Um, I'm hoping pretty good. I would like to like when I'm older, it'd be cool to give back to the community if I can, if I'm at that point, but like help out the youth and if I'm in rapid, make rapid sports like better from the start and
Yeah.
put more money into that.
Very
So I
interesting.
think that'd be
Okay.
cool.
So what is your favorite Raider memory? First of all, first part of that
Um,
question.
Favorite Raider memory, I would say is probably that homecoming game was sweet because I was like a younger kid coming in and it was like I wasn't supposed to do anything and I got to play. And then I started playing after that and starting. I thought
Yeah,
that
you're
was really
fine, but
cool.
yeah, those are definitely the moments you were gonna remember. Okay. So what was your funniest Raider moment memory, whatever you want to call it?
Probably I would say the funniest one was probably when we had to do that senior dance and probably all of us going out there and dancing in front of school. I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
And what would you tell future Raiders to inspire them? Whether that be going out for football, any sports, just in general.
Just to like live out high school and have fun when you can because it only lasts so long. Like it felt like last year I was just a freshman. So like doing what you can, like if you want to go out for sports, then you should probably do it because you only got so long to play things. And if you want to go out for like a club, you could go out for that. Like you only got so long.
Yeah, I completely agree on that, man. Well, it was nice having you here. And is there anything you want to wrap it up real quick on anything you want to tell anybody?
Well, I just want to thank you for interviewing me first. I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm glad to see you're going out for football and I'll watch you next year.
Hi, Sam.
So, first question, what inspired you to play basketball?
Okay, so I would say what inspired me to play basketball. I grew up in a very basketball family. Both my
Yeah.
brothers play basketball, and my parents both played basketball. So ever since I could walk, my parents had like a little like tiny Tikes hoop that we would shoot on. And then I've been playing since I was in kindergarten. So it's just kind of my family that inspired me to play.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that one. Okay. What was one of your major successes in high school, which I can already see which one it is?
Basketball related.
Yep.
Okay, so I would say probably the fact that in like our like well, my 5 year career of playing basketball with Stevens, they pulled me up to play in eighth grade, which was super awesome, and that was kind of like a big moment. And then probably just like leading, like being a part of a team that got to the state championship twice, which was super cool. And then probably the final, like one of the close successes was getting the Spirit of Sioux award just this last state tournament.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, because weren't you like the first in our first in South, or not the first in South Dakota, but you were like the first in Stevens history to ever receive something like that?
Yeah, so it was the first girl in Stevens history. So before me, there was two boys, Cooper Bowman and Steven Schaefer.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting. The backstory behind that. Okay. What drove you to be successful in basketball?
Oh, I would just say the teams that I was on. I was always blessed to be on like a really driven basketball team. I was coached by some amazing people that pushed me to just do better. My mom and my brothers and my dad, they all were just kind of like really encouraging. So I would say just kind of the people that I was around kind of pushed me to be successful and want to like, we have a very competitive mindset in our family. So kind of
Yeah,
that.
I agree. Okay. Let's see here. Did you play sports when you were younger? Which that's already kind of a follow-up question to that. But did you play any different sports other than basketball when you were younger?
I did. So we were kind of thrown into every sport. Like I did dance, I did ballet and tap when I was little,
Yep.
which that kind of stuff. I did
Yeah.
soccer and softball and did t-ball with my brothers. I was even a tackling dummy for them for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Just kind of all those types of things. And I played volleyball as well.
That's very cool. Okay. So, what message would you leave behind for future girls who are looking to play sports in high school? And what impact would you say that this would leave on, future generations of Stevens girls or whatever?
That's a great question. So I actually spent a lot of time at the middle school with like little girls doing PE and stuff. And that's interesting. They asked me that question just like last week. So
Oh,
I would say like the biggest piece of advice that I'd have for like the younger generations is like you're definitely going to face certain things throughout like your career in sports that are going to be challenging, but it's like a lot of people are going to be tempted to just like fall into the challenge and like kind of like give in a little bit, but just sticking through with it and accepting the challenge to better you. I think like that's one of the biggest things is like use your trials to make you grow a little bit.
I definitely agree on that one. Okay, so it's here. Do you plan on playing sports in college, which we already know this one? And if so, why do you think college would benefit you?
Yeah, okay, so I plan on playing at Kearney, Nebraska, which I see you have like up
Yeah, I
behind you.
know. I
That's
was
pretty
like,
awesome.
yeah, I know. I just saw you
That's
were
cool.
signed for it, so I just had to make a little logo and background for it. So
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah. I just think the biggest thing for college is the coaching staff. I've like talked with them and I think they're going to help me just really grow. And they also have a very like good mindset on how to grow, not only as an athletic like player, but also in life. So I think that's going to be really exciting.
okay, very interesting. What academics do you plan on taking in college?
So I plan on getting a nursing degree and then
Mm,
hopefully going to go to 2 more years of schooling for an NP. But I wouldn't mind doing a background in youth ministry as well. So those are kind of my two big goals. But I think nursing and specifically in pediatrics would be super cool.
I definitely agree on that one. There's a lot of interesting stuff, and you can definitely make a lot of money off that. So I can definitely agree on that one. That'd be pretty cool. Okay.
Right.
So what separates you from your competitors into getting into college?
Oh, geez. I would just say, like, I've been given so many opportunities just to, like, experience certain things. So, ever since I was in 6th grade, I've been on a traveling basketball team that we got to go to, like, Minnesota and Chicago and all these, like, amazing tournaments where coaches got to watch. And just being on a team that was super, like, driven and they, like, were just all phenomenal athletes just kind of like brought me up to become like a better player and a better person. So I just say like being on a team and with the opportunities kind of helps separate me from maybe just people that didn't get those chances. So I would just say it's the things that I've been like blessed with and the opportunities I've
Yeah.
gotten.
You're very lucky. Okay. So this year, what do you think you'll be doing in 10 years?
Ooh, I would say I hope to be doing my like future dream job. Maybe a little bit of travel nursing would be like my ultimate dream, right? Travel the
Hey,
world a little
yeah,
bit.
definitely
But I'd
agree.
say, yeah, just kind of doing my job, living life, having a good time.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So what would you consider to be your biggest moment in your basketball journey?
Oh, I would just say, just like, oh, the biggest moment. I don't know. There's been so many exciting things.
Yeah.
Um, I would say like the coolest part is just this last senior year. Like I was injured this summer and I didn't get to play my senior year in volleyball. And so like overcoming injury is probably like one of the hardest things I've had to do. And like Cade, my brother who had injuries
Yeah, I
before,
remember
like
him.
he really inspired me to just like keep pushing through and stuff like that. So when I finally was recovered and got to come back for the end of basketball season, mid of basketball season, like I think that was like one of the coolest accomplishments because like I was kind of defeated and I like kept pushing through, and so then to be able to go to the state championship and just see it all the way through to the finish was super exciting.
That's very awesome. Okay, so was signing a huge moment in your college, or was signing for college one of your biggest moments?
Definitely. I felt like a weight off my shoulders when I finally had signed. It took me like a long time to finally choose Kearney. I kind of knew all along that I wanted to go there, like once they had started recruiting me, but
Yeah,
it took me forever to finally be like, okay, fine, like I'll come to your guys' school. It took me like 3 years to finally say yes. So it was like super exciting to just finally have that like done and taken care of and that stress kind of off.
that's good. Okay, so what was your childhood like, just in general?
Um, my childhood, like for sports wise, was competitive. I mean, there
Yes.
wasn't any me and my brothers would be like calling the neighborhood kids to play tackle football in the yard. Like it was, we had boxing matches in the basement. Like my childhood life was definitely very like wild.
Yes.
And my family's been amazing to me, and so I got to experience a lot of awesome things with them. But I love being a kid. I would go back if I could.
That's good. I'm pretty sure everyone would want to too. Okay.
Right.
So, who played an important role in your life, whether it be a parent, friend, or something, or someone who really cares about you?
Oh my gosh. So there's definitely been a lot of people that have played like huge roles in my life. I'd say like some of the main ones have been my brothers.
Yes,
So
definitely.
like just being able to like like when we play basketball and scrimmage in the driveway, they'd always double team me. So I was like, okay, fine, like I'll
Yeah,
have to figure
okay.
this out. So they're super inspiring like boys, and they're just so awesome to be around. I'm very blessed to have them as brothers. My parents, obviously, they've just supported me the whole entire way. I've always said one of my biggest like role models is my grandpa. He is just the most amazing person, that he loves on everybody. He
That's
even
good.
makes best friends with like deers and like the animals of nature. And so he's just a great all around person. I just love him.
That's awesome. Okay. So, are you excited about being an adult? You know, just going out into the world and experiencing life.
I am super excited. I will say senioritis has not hit me yet because I'm like not ready to move on. But I am super excited just for like the future and to see what it holds, and just kind of like going out on your own. I think will be kind of fun and interesting. A little bit
Yeah,
scary, but I'm excited for it.
definitely. I definitely agree on that one. Okay. So let's hear. What was your proudest achievement outside of sports?
Hmm. That's a good question. I would say probably just like it wasn't like an achievement that's like an award or anything like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
But this year, because of my injury, I got the opportunity to go and like really dive into my community. And so I think I go to the middle school like 3 to 6 hours every week and just make friends with the little kids there. And I think that's been like the most rewarding thing so far this senior year, is just like learning over 150 kids' names by heart, and just like seeing the kind of impact that the older generations can have on the younger kids. I think that's been like the most rewarding.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, what was your turning point in your life? If you can answer that one, it might be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I would say seventh grade. Like that seems like
Yes.
so long ago. But middle school is hard. Seventh grade, there's a lot of stuff that happened, and I was kind of like in a weird spot in my life. So I
Same
was
here. I'm
like,
pretty sure everyone is too. I had no friends back then,
yeah,
but it's definitely good
same.
to look back at it.
Right. Like all your elementary school friends weren't exactly your friends anymore, and like that kind of like
Yes.
weird transition. So I was kind of like a weird year, and there was like all sorts of stuff happening, and I just kind of would say like that was the turning point. Like I was like, I'll make sure that I'm always nice to everybody, and like all this kind of stuff. Like I learned a lot in seventh
Yeah,
grade.
I can definitely agree on that. Okay, so is there is there a routine to starting your day? Just in life.
Oh, that's a good question. So sometimes
Yeah.
I sleep until 10, and then I gotta lay in bed all day.
That's nice.
That was kind of me today. But I'd say like I mostly just try to get up and like start off my day without like worrying about something. Like I think that's super important, like to start off fresh. Some people wake up and they immediately worry about like, oh, getting to school on time or worrying.
I
And
have
so
really
just
bad
kind of,
anxiety, and that's just one of my things. I need to work on getting that under control, but we all have little things, so it doesn't.
I know, and I used to be just like that too. And like once you just like kind of relax in the morning, like the morning's a good time to start your day, right? So
Yeah,
that's
it's
just kind
definitely
of
can definitely agree with that
like,
one.
yeah, kind of my routine. Sometimes I'll make coffee. That's
Yeah,
just
true. I
mostly my
love
routine.
Starbucks. Okay, so um, what are you most looking forward to doing in your job?
I am most looking forward to like giving hope to little kids. So my dream would be to work in a children's hospital. Um, Colorado, I think would be amazing because I love the mountains. So I
Yeah, I
just
can definitely
like
agree.
there's so many kids out there that are in need of like hope, and working in pediatrics, I would just love to be that like one person that can be coming in and just making those connections and just like giving those kids the hope that they need when they're dealing with certain like diseases and stuff like that. That'd be my dream.
Very sad, but at the same time, we gotta help. We gotta persevere through this. Okay. So, how did you gain your self-confidence
I
in
think
high school?
that's a hard one because it took me a while to like finally like be like confident, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I was
Yep.
I would say like you're, especially in high school, you're always dealing with like outside influences. And so it's just kind of like you get peer pressured, or you like get these thoughts that like aren't your thoughts, but like from other people. And so I think it's just like when I finally hit the point where it's like my opinion is the only opinion that matters. Like I don't
That is
care what people
definitely
say about me. When you just like appreciate and own yourself, I think like that was like the biggest step in like getting self-confidence.
okay. So what was your favorite Raider memory?
Oh my goodness, the whole thing. I have like so many memories. And after the like last basketball game we ever played, like I just sat there and I just like relived every moment. I think my greatest memory though, like alone, would probably just be like being on the basketball team, being on the volleyball team. Like school's great, but like my sports were just my like family. And so just like getting to experience those like different trials and triumphs with my teammates, and like each one was like individually perfect. And I think that's been the greatest memories of all.
Yeah, okay. So also here's one of my questions from my mom, and she wanted to ask you, what is your favorite song? It's kind of a
Oh,
little bit
my
weird,
favorite.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'd say, oh my, I have way too many songs that are my favorite. I love Quinn. So like my pump up
Yeah.
songs are like Quinn XCI, or however you say his last name. I
Yep.
don't really know which one would be my favorite of his. I used to really like the song Tough, because if
Oh
you
yeah,
need some
good one.
inspiration, that's the one
Yeah,
to go to. But I'm not really
definitely.
sure.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, it was nice talking to you, and we're hopefully gonna have many more opportunities to speak in the future. But otherwise, I do
Yeah.
gotta say thank you for coming on today, and I'll see you in the future. All right, we'll see you
Yes.
later.
Well, thank you, Sam.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we've just been waiting for you. All right.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm
It's
so
all
sorry.
right.
It's been a hot
You're
second.
fine. You're fine. All right, should we just get started?
Sure.
So what is okay, sure. So either one of you two have to go, because this is also a question for both of you. Which one you want to go?
Jill can go.
Okay. All right, I'll do Jill. All right. What was your inspiration for being a basketball player?
I would say my dad, mostly just because he played basketball growing up in Lead and he knows a lot about the game. And my older sisters were played basketball up until high school and stuff. And so I was always just around watching them play. And we also had a basketball court at our old house in our backyard. So it was just like I felt like I was constantly on the basketball court growing up.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So Jaden, let's see, what do you have to say about that?
Kind of the same thing as Jill, but mine was like more like my cousins and stuff. And a lot of them actually played college basketball or college sports. So then I just kind of grew up around them. And then my mom played basketball for a long time, and then she kind of passed it on down to me. And then same as Jill, just like always grew up around basketball. Like every weekend we were at tournaments and stuff. So
That's very cool. All right. So what was one of your guys' major successes in high school? First, we'll start off with Jaden.
I don't know. I feel like just being like a well-rounded, like a student athlete, like keeping up my GPA, and then like also being successful in sports, I feel like I'm pretty proud of. I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
That's a good answer.
All right. So Jill, what do you have to say? What was your major successes in high school?
That was a really good answer by J-Dog. So I'm honestly probably just gonna say the same. Just the fact.
Yeah, I agree.
I always wanted, well, balancing out varsity sports, I would say are my successes.
Yeah, all right. So what drove you to be successful? So we'll go with Jill.
Oh gosh, honestly, just being around like-minded people, like Jada McNabb and Bailey Sobzak are my friend group and my closest friends, and just constantly being around people who want to push themselves and to be the best of the best is really fun to be around. And also my family works really, really hard. So it's just always I feel like it's always just been around me to drive each other to success.
That's very awesome. All right. So Jaden, let's see what you got to say about that. No, not about you, but just about you. All right.
I feel like I grew up in a pretty competitive family and like environment all the time. So I always was like, oh, like I want to be the best, or like I want to go beat that person or this person or stuff like that. And so just like the competitive drive, I feel like.
Yeah, all right. So what can you guys improve on what can you guys improve on as a people?
I feel like I could definitely improve my confidence in sports and stuff. Probably that's like the one that stands out to me the most for myself.
Yeah, that's definitely right. All right. Jill, what can you improve on as a person?
I would say I'm just gonna be a little bit more vulnerable because like I am a little bit vulnerable, I guess, but like trying to like if I'm in disputes, just trying to let my emotions show a little bit more instead of bottling them up, maybe.
That also goes for me too, because I always store my emotions inside and then it just comes out and it's bad. All right.
Yeah,
Not
like
bad,
during,
but it's like get really emotional.
during softball, I always like bottle everything up and I end up like kind of just exploding one random day with all my emotions that I kept in. And I just realized that's not healthy and I should probably just like not let it get to that point.
No, especially if you're it's kind of like a volcano in a
Yeah.
way, because just talking to people about it. But yeah, definitely interesting. All right. Did you guys play any sports when you guys were younger?
Yes, I did a kind of a lot of random ones. I did ballet for a short time. I was gumdrop at Prima. And then did I really tried my best to be good at gymnastics, but I'm just not good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I tried soccer, that obviously didn't go good. I tripped and like hit my nose on the goalpost.
Oh God, that has to suck. All right.
In basketball, but yeah.
All right, Jaden, what was your what sports did you play when you were younger?
Like volleyball, soccer, softball was very short lived for me. Track, cross country, and basketball, obviously, and then swimming.
All right. So this is just gonna be a question for Jaden. Why did you decide to apply for Afghanistan University?
I chose Augie because I want to be a pediatric dentist when I grow up, and they have a very high like dental school acceptance rate. So I was like, oh, like that's the place for me.
Nice.
So that was mainly it. But yeah.
All right. So don't worry, Jill. There will be also another question for you coming up later. All right. So are you looking to sign for college? Jill?
No, I've had coaches reach out for both basketball and softball, but I never really like I
Wanted
guess
to
like
play? Yeah.
yeah, I've never really like had that desire to play 4 more years. And I just think right now is like the perfect time to like say goodbye to
Relax.
focusing. Yeah, like relax, just kind of like take it day by day without sports in my life. But I'm still gonna like be active though. So
That's good. Good for you. You know, I can honestly agree on that one. Okay. So what types of careers are you guys both looking to do?
Well, I want to be a pediatric dentist is the goal. So
All right. Nice. What about you, Jill?
I really am into like psychology and stuff. So at first I really wanted to be like a counselor or something.
Yep.
But very into like the law field. And I'm realizing like if I become a lawyer, I could maybe like still counsel them like through like their problems since they're coming to me for something big. So like I'm like, oh, I could have like the best of both worlds. So maybe just becoming a lawyer would be awesome.
Have you ever thought about becoming a politician, maybe?
Oh man. I've actually my dad said like, well, if you go to law school, most politicians do that. And I was like, oh goodness, that just seems a little scary.
No, I mean, definitely you can inspire the whole nation or whatever, or not the whole nation, but just like maybe South Dakota. Start out small and then work your way up. All right. Here, what do you think you guys will be doing in 10 years?
Ooh. Personally, I'll be 28, so hopefully I'm done with school by now.
Yeah.
And that became amazing. Maybe I have a husband. Maybe it's time to
Yeah.
settle down, maybe start a family, I guess. Focus on my
That's-
career.
Okay, that's all right. That's an all right answer. What about you, Jaden?
I'll probably still be in school, but but like kind of same as Jill, like hopefully like settling down and stuff like that.
I definitely agree on that answer. All right. So what would you consider to be one of your biggest moments in basketball? Oh wait, in your basketball journey. That's probably already the answer that you already explained, but let's move on to the next one. So it's here. What was your childhood like?
My childhood was like pretty on the go. Like every weekend was either basketball tournaments or like watching Landon play, like baseball and basketball or swim meets. Like it was every weekend was something. So yeah, my childhood was pretty busy.
Yeah.
Involved around sports.
All right, Jill, let's see what you got to say about that one. Or not about Jaden, but you know.
I am honestly probably same as Jaden. Both my older sisters are very busy with their own sports, and being the youngest sibling, I was too young to stay home. So I was dragged about everything,
Yeah.
even when going to like Kansas or something. Like I would always have to like travel around and just watch my older sisters thrive.
All right. So who played an important role in your life, whether it be a parent, friend, or someone who really cares about you?
Oh,
Start
wow.
off with Jill.
I would probably just say my dad, just because I feel like he's been there, done that in terms of sports, and I always come to him for, I guess, life advice because I kind of like his viewpoint, I guess, and to the point that I'm kind of now acting like my dad in certain situations.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Um,
All right, Jane, let's see what you have to say about that one.
Mine's probably my mom, just because like she always came with me like all my tournaments and stuff, because like my dad would have to go to my brother's tournaments and stuff. So she'd always come with me, and then she always just pushed me and stuff. We'd always talk, and when you're on those long car rides, you really get into some things. So I feel like she's the closest person, and like Jill said, like I go to her for advice and everything. So
That's very awesome. All right, so what was your proudest achievement outside of sports? Let's start off with Jaden.
probably keeping up my GPA again, just because like it's really hard to balance that. Like everyone says that, but you don't really realize it until you're
The
like
very
almost having a
end.
mental. Yeah, you don't really realize that. So probably like GPA academics.
Very much. All right, Jill, let's see what you have to say.
oh goodness. Yeah, I also think my GPA, but I also want to say maybe just like my love for being around my family as well, just because that's like something I always like to keep close, I guess, and I always try to prioritize trying to spend time with them, maybe. So I guess like trying to be as like content as possible.
Very nice. All right, so let's hear. Are you guys looking your life? Are you guys looking to begin your lives as an adults? You guys know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Yep.
You're not, Jill?
I don't know. I'm retired now.
Yeah. All right.
I don't even know the answer to that.
Is there a routine to help you start your guys' day off?
I think so. For me
Right.
personally, like this is kind of weird, but I've used like the same like skincare line since 8th grade. So like ever since then, I like make it like I can't like start my day until after I do my 4-step skincare stuff, because that really like wakes me up and makes me feel like, oh, I can do anything now that I've completed that long.
All right, Jane, let's see what you have to say.
Mine just like I get up, wash my face, get dressed, do my hair, eat. Like that's it. And then I just go on with my day. But
That's very nice.
that
All
is
right. Yeah, completely agree. All right. So what are you most looking forward to doing in your what are you guys looking forward to doing in your jobs?
Ooh. My one thing I've like waited to do is like say you work like a 8 to 4, 8 to 5 type of job, like coming home and not having homework and you can like make dinner and just watch TV. Like that sounds just amazing. And I can't wait for that point in my life.
Yeah.
I agree with Jill on that one a lot, but then also like being a pediatric dentist, I get to see little kids every day. So I think that's kind of exciting. But yeah, not having homework sounds really nice.
Yeah, it really does. All right. So let's hear. What was the weirdest moment you guys have experienced in basketball?
Oh goodness. Oh, the first thing that came to my mind, it was sophomore year. We were playing Douglas and my shoe fell off. And I like looked at my coach, like, what do I do? What do I do? And he was like, well, keep playing. And then I like played possessions with one shoe and I just like kind of look back and laugh, I guess.
That was that kind of seems like Mr. Shorts in a way. I don't know why that is. Mr.
Sports, yeah. Coaching us, the varsity team. And like I looked at him and I was like, oh my God, like, do I have time to put it back on? And he was like, get going. And I was like, do you remember that? That was the day Jada
Yeah.
chipped her.
No, because I was going to say the weirdest moment was Jada chipping her tooth for me because she just like fell and her tooth got like shoved up. And that
Oh
was
my
weird.
God, that is disgusting.
Yeah, she had to go to the dentist and get it fixed, obviously.
I guess, well, Jaden
It was a
was probably
bad
the one who can
game.
help you out with that. All right. Let's see here. What is your favorite Raider memory?
Oh my goodness. I would probably just say like all the times that we played, all we do is win after a basketball game in the locker room, and we'd have the coaches dance and stuff. Like that's just like when I think about this season or the past 4 seasons with Stevens, that's like what I remember the most is just dancing after winning. I guess.
Yeah, I can obviously see Mrs. Kafka doing that. Okay.
Just good.
All right, serious. So Jade, okay, so now the people's questions, which you can probably already tell that they picked some questions up for you guys. All right. Jaden House, if you could play one game over again, what would you play? Or which
State
one would you play?
championship.
Most definitely. Which seems pretty obvious, but I just wanted to see what you guys would say about that.
Yeah, that's just the first thing coming to my mind as well. Is just the fact that we went 0-2.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
definitely still a pretty cool game though. You guys came up in second place, so and fourth in the state. So that's definitely pretty an awesome achievement, considering it. Yeah, all right. So Ben Goldie, or here's a question from Ben Goldie. If you could pick a different sport in college, what would it be? So this one's probably more lean towards Jaden, so I'm probably just gonna go with her on this question.
Okay, I don't think I would necessarily have chosen a different sports play in college, but I would have liked to have stuck with volleyball for longer to see where that could have taken me. But I think at the end of the day, I still would have chosen to play basketball.
That's very nice. All right. So now Tanner, this is actually a really good question. Okay. So most enjoyed memory as teammates.
Aw.
Yeah, that comes from Tanner.
There's like a lot.
I got one. Okay, so I
Okay.
think last year, I just remember like we always try to huddle in our whenever there's like a dead ball for basketball, and I remember Jaden was like going hard the play before or something.
Yeah.
Her hair like literally like sticking up to here, and me and Jaden McNabb like looking at each other, and Jaden was like, Jaden, you just got a little something. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty awesome. All right, do you have any moments which you remember that are good with Jill?
I feel like a lot of just like on the road moments, like for our away games, we had a lot of good good times. But then also we weren't teammates, we weren't playing for the Raiders, I should say. But we got in a car crash in Sioux Falls once, and that's like a really big memory to me. And it wasn't funny at the time, but it's definitely really funny now.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
it sucks. Yeah. All right, guys. Is there anything you guys want to wrap it up with, or is this pretty much it?
I think I'm
Hey, Sam.
Hello, what's up? So do you just want to begin with the questions?
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's hear. What was your inspiration for being a football player?
You know, it kind of is just a family thing. Everybody in the family played, so it was kind of just natural.
Yeah, I can definitely- All right, so let's hear. What is one of your major successes in high school?
I'd say some major successes are just I'd consider my friends are actually a major success. I've made a lot of really good friends in high school.
Yeah, I can definitely tell. My brother just entered, so yeah, give him
football,
a
you know.
chance.
Mhm.
Yeah, so let's hear. What drove you to be successful in high school?
I think it was just a lot of persistence from everyone, like all the people in my corner, helping
Yeah.
me to get to my workouts, get to my practices and stuff like that.
All right, very nice. So what can you as a person improve on?
I'd have to say I can improve on being a little less lazy. I'm a lazy dude.
Same
I
here.
like
We
to-
all have that.
I
We
like-
all have those little moments.
Right. I like to sit on the couch, watch a movie a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
All right, at least you're not one of those people who
But
just play
I can
video
improve on
games.
that. Get out.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. All right.
Right.
So did you play any sports when you were did you play any sports when you were younger?
Yeah. So I played basketball, baseball, and football all the way up till freshman year. And then after freshman year, I stopped playing basketball, but
Very nice.
still going with baseball and football.
Very nice. I love to see that people are being active and actually trying. So that's very cool. Very like it. All right.
Thank
So
you.
what message would you leave behind for future Raiders who are looking to play sports in high school? And what impact would you say this message would leave on them?
To future kids thinking about playing sports, I would say do it. There's no reason not to. You're gonna make great friends. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. You're gonna go through a lot of crap, a lot of stuff that sucks, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be worth it. So
Yeah.
that's what I'd say. I think it's important to get out there and meet people and compete.
And I really wish I did that when I was in 8th grade, because originally I was just filled with anxiety. I did not know what I was going to do later on in life. And I eventually found being a sports manager actually helped me out with that. So it definitely opened my horizon to a lot more new opportunities that I can do in terms of getting jobs, and stuff like that. So it definitely helped open my horizon. I wish my brother would just do the same and stop just playing video games all the time. But we all have different personalities and achieve different things. So I can definitely agree on that one. All right. So what position did you play in football?
I was a linebacker.
Oh,
So
very nice.
yeah, one of the defensive guys stands in the back, supposed to tackle the running back. That's about the
Yeah,
gist of it.
very nice, man. All right. So what or we obviously know you're going to be going to Sheridan or university, but what kind of academics do you think you'll be taking in college?
So I plan to study business
Hmm.
in college, but if all goes as planned, I'd like to minor in like law and then hopefully from there go to law school. So
Very nice. Have you ever considered being a politician? Just completely off topic here, because I'm really considering it, but at the same time, I know when people get law degrees, they want to try to achieve something higher. So, have you ever considered
Yeah.
being a politician?
Not really. It's not really my thing. I don't know. I've never really been too interested in it,
Yeah, definitely.
I do think that the law is interesting and defending people is interesting, but as far
Yeah.
as going full politician, that's not my thing. But I think if you're interested in that, Sam, you should really, really consider that.
Yeah, definitely, because there's like Supreme Court nominees, and hey, maybe one day you'll get appointed by somebody. I'm just joking, but All right. So what's throw it today? All right. So what separates you from your competitors into getting into college?
I'd say I feel like I have a natural love for what I do. I feel like football is something that has always been very important to me. So I mean, obviously most competitors are going to have that same love, but
Yeah.
I mean, love is subjective, like
Yeah.
everybody
Definitely.
loves in a different way. So, I mean,
Definitely
hopefully
agree
my
with that
love's a little
message.
stronger.
Definitely agree. All right. So what do you think you'll be doing in 10 years in terms of jobs, careers, or anything like of that nature?
Well, yeah, in 10 years, I plan to be a criminal defense lawyer.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's what my dad does, and a lot of my brothers are doing it too. So
That's very awesome, man. I really am really proud
Yeah.
of you for going and achieving something like that. All right. So let's see here.
thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Let's see here. So what would you consider to be your biggest moment in your football journey?
I'd say the biggest moment in my football journey would be, I'd say beating Roosevelt week 2.
Ooh, yeah, that was definitely
were-
really shocking to me, because normally you can't beat those players outside of like our state, or no, outside of our county. But
Right.
that is really impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was a proud moment for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree on that one. All right. So are you planning, or yeah, you already know this one. Are you planning to signing for Sheridan State College? Are you planning to sign for it?
Sorry, I think you cut out there. I
All
kind of
right.
missed it a little bit.
So what was your childhood like?
Oh, sorry.
All right,
My
it's all right.
childhood was pretty rock solid. I've got a lot of siblings, so
Yeah,
I've never really been bored. always
yeah.
always had some people with me.
I definitely noticed in like a lot of those pictures from like your sister, you definitely have like a big family, just saying. Or you guys do. All right. So let's see here. Who played an important role in your life, whether it be a parent, friend, or someone who really cares about you?
Um, I would have to say that my I can't really single anyone out, but if I had to, I'd say my brothers in general.
Yeah,
They've been huge, supporters throughout my life. So if anyone, it'd be them.
definitely nice. I mean, that's definitely good to have that emotional support behind your back, just speaking of somebody to cheer you on. All right. So what was your proudest achievement
Right.
outside of sports?
I'd say my proudest achievement outside of sports would have to be, honestly, that Mr. SHS thing last night was pretty cool.
That
I'm not
was
gonna lie.
honestly, that was pretty funny as well. I did like it.
It was pretty cool for me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. So
That's very
it might be
awesome.
that.
All right. That's pretty cool, man. Especially with getting to see your brothers and stuff like that. It's really nice. All right. So what was your
Yeah.
trip or let's see here, are you excited about to begin your life as an adult?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real excited. Can't wait. I mean, I'm gonna miss the family, but I can't wait to get out to college and, experience some things for myself.
Most definitely, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants to have that sense of maturity and stuff like that. So I can definitely agree on that one.
Right.
All right. Definitely very nice.
Yeah.
So what was the turning point in your life? Do you know?
Um, I'd say a major turning point in my life would be deciding that I actually wanted to play football in college. It was looking a little grim there for a second, looked like I might not play, and it was really stressing me out. But eventually it kind of came to me that I can't quit playing this game while I still have the chance to do it. So
Yeah. Enjoy those
that
life
was a big
opportunities
moment
while
for
you
me.
can, man, because you never know when suddenly you're gonna die or when you won't have the opportunity to do it again in case of an injury or whatever. So definitely take those opportunities while you can and stuff
Right.
like that. So
Right.
very interesting. Let's see here. So is there a daily routine to start off your day?
Yeah, I guess you could say so.
Yeah.
I wake up, take my shower, and then first thing I do is I go to my fridge and pour a nice glass of OJ or maybe protein shake. I don't really like to go to school without drinking something at least before. It's weird,
Yeah.
but it's kind of my thing.
That's hey, everyone's different, so I completely respect that. All right. Here, so is what are you most looking to forward to, or what are you most looking to do in a job? Which we already kind of went over this, but just so because this is one of my questions, so can you please clarify that a little bit more or abbreviate on it?
Yeah. Um, I want a job that requires me to be pretty active in my mind, not only
Yeah.
my body. So definitely I wanna be able to have conversations. Like I want my job to involve conversing with people. I want it to be something where I'm constantly going, like I'm ready for anything, excited for what's to come type of thing. I don't really know. It's kind of hard to explain, but just I just
Very
want a
nice.
job where I can make a difference, honestly, where I can do my part.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if we're going into law, that's definitely going to be very interesting to see how you perform in that. I'm just personally speaking from experience and stuff like that. So definitely
Yeah.
very interesting. All right, so it's here. What is the weirdest experience what's here? What is your weirdest experience you in spirit or let's
What's
see
that?
today? What was your weirdest experience you experienced in football?
Oh, um, I would have to say my sophomore year, this kid fell down to his legs to block me. It was like, it's called the chop block.
Yep.
and he hit me right in the thighs, and
Ooh.
I did like a full flip, and that was pretty weird because I got up all dizzy, but I'd have to say that was the weirdest one. I was discombobulated a little bit.
Yeah, I like using that word a lot because even my peers in school would used to say that a lot too, and that's just I love that word discombobulated. It's very funny.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hear. How did you gain your self-confidence?
Once again, I feel like that's kind of something that was instilled in me.
Yep.
A lot of my older brothers were really good athletes, and so growing up, I kind of assumed, oh, I should be one too. So I kind of had that self-confidence right out of the gates.
Yeah,
I
I wish
guess.
it, it's definitely very interesting to see how people from different points of view gain their self-confidence. Because originally I had barely any self-confidence. So it definitely
Right.
when I joined the football team, it made me, and probably I'm hoping to inspire other people to join or at least be a part of something, because it definitely helps to increase, to help lessen anxiety, because that's also just something I deal with. So it's like,
Yeah.
you definitely want to have those experiences while you have the opportunity to do so.
Right.
So let's hear. What is your favorite member or favorite Raider? What is your favorite Raider memory?
I would have to say, can I give you 3 different ones?
Sure, that works.
Homecoming was awesome. Just the whole thing was awesome. Mr. SHS last night was pretty cool.
Yep.
I couldn't quit thinking about that one. And then once again, after playing Roosevelt, a bunch of the teammates went to this cabin down at Angostura and all hung out, and that was a great time.
That's very
Just
awesome,
being with the
dude. Love it. All right. So for the final question, what is one lesson you learned from football?
Persistence is key. I'd say forcing yourself to go in and work hard, or work as hard as you can every day. Because if you can teach yourself to be persistent, you can be great at anything. You can be good at anything. So
Very nice. Love that message. It's definitely inspiring to see people who are stepping up and actually working and participating in stuff, because it takes a lot of guts to do that. And honestly, I love seeing people who are up to do the challenge. So thank you for it was nice having you on, man. And I hope we can speak someday in the future. But I honestly, God bless you. All right. You guys are ready to get it started?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So for this one, the first question is going to be for Nathan. Who was your inspiration for wanting to play basketball?
I don't know. I really didn't have a huge inspiration for playing basketball. My family
Yeah.
like baseball and tennis players and stuff. So I kind of got into it myself and just really found a love for it like my freshman, sophomore year. So yeah.
Very nice. All right. The second question is also going to be for you. Which college did you choose to go to, or why, and why? Yeah.
I haven't decided where I'm going yet. I'm still trying to decide on that, but I got a couple of top schools right now, but yeah, I haven't decided
All right.
yet. I haven't decided yet.
That's good. All right. Ben Goldie, why did you choose NDSU? And this is kind of like a recap question for the people who did not know already.
I chose NDSU because I feel like it was a great fit. I really enjoyed the coaches. I feel like it was more of they were trying to recruit me for as a person as well, not just for football. So I think the bond we made was really good, and I think it'll be a good fit for me.
Very nice. All right. So for the third question is going to be for Nathan. And what was your favorite moment in basketball and why?
Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite moment during the season.
Or it can be anytime, but
Oh, dude, my favorite moments during basketball are definitely AAU tournaments and stuff in the summer, like going to Vegas and LA and all that. That was probably the best parts of basketball.
Very nice. All right. So the fourth question will be for Ben Goldie. What was your favorite, or I guess you can also say the same thing. What was one of your favorite basketball moments and why?
I don't know. I think maybe just hanging out with the team this year since it was senior year. I think being central both times was really cool at our place and at their place. I think that was a good time, good bragging rights, feels good to
Yep.
beat the crosstown rival.
That's true. I definitely agree on that one. All right. So it's here. Nathan Kindred. Is there any other sports that you play besides basketball in high school, or how did that go?
Yeah, I'm playing baseball right now for post 22. So
Very nice. All right.
yeah.
Okay. So for Nathan, also here's also another question. What is one game you can possibly replay out or in basketball?
One game I could replay. Definitely the Mitchell game, our last Mitchell game, the
Yeah,
playing
that's
game to get to state. I'd like to
Yeah.
play that game again. I
Yeah,
think
What's
if we
that
that?
played, dude, I think if we played him again, I think we could beat him. If we played him at our place too, I think we could beat him.
That
Yeah,
stinker
because you guys
pack?
know the background, you guys know a lot of the scenery. So yeah, it'd definitely make things a lot more interesting in that case. If
Yeah.
we actually got to play Mitchell here.
Yeah.
But for Ben Goldie, the same question. What is one game you could replay, whether it be in football or basketball or whatever sport you want to pick?
Ooh. Maybe maybe just that Roosevelt game, the first for football. I think that one was a good one. I think it was a good win. So I think it felt good to get that first win for Coach Scott. That was a great, it was just a great team effort, great team win in general too. I think that was pretty fun.
That's definitely got to be also one of my most liked games as well. That one was pretty awesome. All right.
Well, maybe the Brandon Valley game, because I feel like we definitely should have won that one. We definitely had opportunities to score quite a bit actually, and we just didn't capitalize. So I feel like just do different couple things and we win that game.
Yeah, because there's definitely been a couple times in seasons, and I think it's been since 1992 or whatever since we last won a Stevens game, but it's been like a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yep. Surprisingly. All right. So it's here. What is one routine you guys do after your games, or no, before your games?
I guess maybe we the main routine I think is we have like the senior meeting before or after the pregame speech by coach. All the seniors just stay back and we just talk a little bit, talk to each other, see how we're feeling, and then we just break down and go play.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. It's here. So, and also Nathan Kindred, what is one of your routines you do before a game?
Personal routine I do is I'll tape my right wrist every game and I'll write a little note or something on it, and then one of my coach's names on it that passed away this year actually. So that's something I do every game.
Yeah, all right. So Nathan Kindred, what is one of your favorite memories that you have as a Raider here at Stevens?
Honestly, probably just the whole basketball season. Like, I just enjoyed the whole season. It was such a good atmosphere with the team, and even like the games with the student sections that showed up. Like that first Central Stevens game at home was crazy. That was a crazy atmosphere to play in. So honestly, probably that game was my favorite memory.
Yeah, that's definitely true. All right, Ben Goldie, what is one favorite Raider memory that you have at Stevens?
It would probably be when my sophomore year, when we won our Sweet 16 playoff game against Harrisburg. I think after the game in the locker room, everyone was just having a great time.
Yeah,
and I think it was great to get a win like that too against the Harrisburg team like that. But also it was good to see us win, I guess, in
That's
that class
definitely
of
true.
2020.
Yeah. So let's hear. What is one? Also, let's hear. What is one? I forgot what it's called. What is one sophomore or what is one game you could? All right, we already went over that question. All right. So, what is one Raider memory that you could replay? Or that might be the same question, but
one Raider memory I could replay.
Yep.
Dang, I don't know. Doing those little kid camps actually, like when we had to ref the games and stuff. You remember doing that, Ben?
Yeah, that was cheesy actually, but yeah, I'd run those back a little bit.
I know what you're talking about. No,
Yeah.
I'd do those again.
And now Nathan, here's also another question for you. What is one of the weirdest moments you've experienced in basketball? I remember asking Ben Goldie the same question.
Probably just playing with Ben. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, you're cheesy for that, dude. You're corny
nah,
for that.
weirdest moment.
Yep.
Oh man.
Those team dinners that one at Charles's house, that was
Oh,
that was a memory and a
dude.
half, I'd have to say, actually. I think that
Yeah.
would honestly be probably for mine too. That
Yeah,
was
I think I gotta agree with Ben on that.
or just
Charles
the
is
whole
kind of.
well, especially when Colin started eating all those cookies like a fucking little gremlin.
Oh my God.
dude.
Yeah, definitely true. All right. So I think that's gonna do us for now. Hopefully the people enjoyed, and yeah, it was nice talking to you guys. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your guys' day. Cade, what was one sport you decided to play in college and why?
One sport that I decided to play was probably the one I want to play most was basketball. And that's just because that was probably my favorite sport growing up
Yep,
for the most part.
love that. All right, so Sam, this one's gonna be for you, Sam Strobel. Same question for you. What is one sport you decided to play in college and why? And if not, then we'll skip that question.
Oh, I'm not playing any sports in college.
Oh, really? Dang, I had no idea about that. All right.
Yeah, neither am I, but it's all good.
Yep, it'd just be kind of interesting to know. But Cade, let's hear. What is one of your favorite hobbies and why?
Honestly, playing sports is probably one of my favorite hobbies, just because when I'm playing sports, it's like I'm having fun and there's like really no care in the world. It's like not like a chore to play sports.
Yeah, definitely. Same for you, Sam. So what is one hobby that you like or to do of your free time that I cannot speak today?
I'm a big fan of like outdoorsy stuff, like going to the lake or going on hikes with my friends. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I definitely can agree on that one. All right. So Cade, what is one of your major successes in high school and why?
I'd have to say probably my major success in high school is just kind of like overcoming adversity and stuff for me. I mean, I had a lot of like knee surgeries and stuff through my sports career, and probably overcoming that and making it through is probably my biggest success, to be honest.
Yeah, that is definitely a struggle for most people. Sam, what is one of your major successes in high school and why?
Probably like building friendships and relationships throughout. Like sports was a big deal for building friendships and relationships, and then like in the classroom too.
Yeah, originally just having, or me, from one of my personal experiences too, is that I had like a lot of anxiety with my freshman year. God, it was like worse. But after just putting myself out there and kind of getting to know people, it really did help expand my social life. So I definitely do agree with that answer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So so did you play any sports when you were younger, and what one did you play? This one goes to Sam.
For me, Sam?
Yep.
For me, I played when I was little. I played honestly everything I could play. Like I played soccer, I played tennis, I did basketball, football, baseball, kind of everything I could do. And then once I got into high school, it was more kind of just baseball or basketball and football. And then this year I started playing baseball again.
Love that. All right. So Sam, same question for you. Like, did you play any sports when you were younger and why?
Yeah, I started with football. That was always my favorite sport. And then I played basketball all through like elementary, middle school.
Yeah.
And then I played a little bit of baseball when I was really young.
That's very awesome, dude. I do appreciate you coming on. All right. So it's here. So Cade, what is one academics or what kind of academics are you taking in college and why?
I'm gonna study to be an architect, and being an architect has honestly just been something I've always wanted to do when I was little. I always just kind of thought it was a pretty cool thing. You design a building, you drive by and you can just be like, yeah, I designed that big skyscraper or something like that. I just think that'd be pretty cool.
I definitely can agree on that one. All right. So Sam, same question for you. Are you planning on taking any academics in high or in college?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to college to be an accountant and then also have a minor in finance. So I'm trying to be like a stockbroker and accountant.
I love that. Yeah, because economy, very important.
Yeah.
If you know how to play it, then you can probably make a lot of money off that. So like that answer. So Sam, what are you planning to do after high school?
I'm going to Augustana for college.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty sick. I can't wait to hear what you decide to do after that.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you most looking forward to doing in college? I mean, Sam, then I'll go to you, Cade.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
I'm looking forward to like going to class and learning because I'll actually be interested in what classes I'm taking.
All right. Cade, what are you planning on doing after high school and why?
After high school, I'm going to Montana State. And then obviously I'm going to study architecture there. And why I'm doing that is just, we're just kind of starting our life, building our path. And that's kind of why, I guess.
Cade's road to success. All right. Let's get it. Let's hear. What are you most looking forward to doing in college, Cade?
Kind of like Sam said, like obviously like going to college, like obviously learn about what you're wanting to study is obviously going to be pretty cool. And then like meeting new people and just kind of, and I'm excited to go to Bozeman too. I'm excited to see what Bozeman has to offer and stuff like that too. So
Love that. All right. So let's hear. How did you and Sam Chernobyl meet? And what is two moments you can share as friends? If that makes any sense, I'm sorry.
We met freshman year in math class. We sat next to each other and we started being buddies then. You think that's a pretty good description, Sam?
Yes, I really do.
Yeah, probably. That's right.
That's when we started hanging out for the most part. And then two memories of being buddies.
Yeah.
I'll think of one, Sam, you think of the other.
Time me and Cade dumped some fish flakes into this fish bowl and we
Really? Yeah.
made fish with some fish. Funny.
Trying to think of another thing that me and Sam have done in our friendship. Let's see here. Not too long ago, me and Sam, we went out in the middle of the night and trying to think of the best way to put this. Sam, you want to help me out?
Like the other night?
Yeah. Trying to think of the best way to put it.
Sort of like environmental, one could say.
Yeah.
We were drawing with grass.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to put it.
All right. So what is one goal you can work on and why as a person, Cade?
Yeah, that's a good question. One thing I could probably work on is just honestly being kind of more of like an open person. So like just kind of, just talking to people a little better. It's just kind of sometimes I bottle stuff up inside and be better to talk to people. Yeah, right.
I have the same issues too. So dude, yeah, it's
Right.
perfectly fine. All right, Sam. So what is one goal you can work on as a person as yourself? Same question, kind of.
I think I could probably learn to reflect on like my actions better, like learn from my own.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So I think that'll be it. Thank you guys for joining in the last episode. I do appreciate it.
Thanks for having
Thank
us
you,
on.
Sam.
Yeah, anytime.
It was awesome.
Sam, are you ready to carry the legacy of number 17?
Yes, I really am. I want
You
to pursue it. Yeah.
Stoked?
You're gonna kick?
I'm gonna try to, but I don't think so. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can try to go out for other positions, but that's just kind of my main goal right now. It's kind of see if I can pursue kicker.
Have you practiced kicking yet?
A little bit, didn't go too well, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm kind of wanting to see if I can go for other positions instead of kicker. So
I
I
gotcha.
guess it'll work out in the end.
Well,
Yeah.
don't give up, Sam. Keep fighting, man. Keep
Yep,
on
thank you.
trucking.
Yeah, true. All right.
Thanks, Sam.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Anytime.